Touchscreens or capacitive buttons might look modern and have a lot of functionality, but they will never replace this feeling. Lovely. That's the stuff. One of the most exclusive SUVs now comes as a sporty version, the Bentley Benteiga S. Here with Thomas and Autogefühl. Let's go! Of course, the Bentley looks strong from the front, but here in the S version, all blacked out to create a more sinister look, to be that sportiest version. Even though this won't be the most powerful one engine-wise, it will be the sportiest one. Why? Let's dig into the details. And beautiful retro-style round headlamps and turning indicators are here right next to it. The length at 5 meters 13 or 202 inches. Pretty massive as for length. The base platform is shared with the Audi Q7, the VW Touareg, the Porsche Cayenne, Audi Q8 of course, and the Lamborghini Urus. And if you say like, hey, this is just an expensive Q7, in a way that is correct, as well as the Lamborghini Urus is an expensive RS Q8. And that's actually a good thing, because this technology sharing brings a lot of advantages and also reliability. Here, the S version of the Benteiga comes with 22-inch wheels in black styling. I mean, you can hide whole people in these holes of the wheels. This is really massive. Also black accentuations right here and black mirror caps. The color for today here is cherry red. Can we take a second and enjoy this image composition? Nice, isn't it, right? With a beautiful tree, yes, here in Rome, Italy for you today. The Bentley Benteiga with this retro image and design here, the oval tail lamps. Soon, very interesting feature to come about this one. And other than that, rather clean design here, then sporty black accentuations with a diffuser style for the S model and also black exhaust tips. Is that a job for the Autogefühl fake exhaust police? It's a tough question. So the one side has a mechanical link, the other one is, there's like something of a gap. Maybe not the typical case for a fake exhaust. I think the police could stay home. Or what do you think? And this is the turning indicator view from the rear. I mean, where have we seen that? Never actually. So you have round or oval turning indicators, but they're still cascading. That's something, isn't it? Oh, we also have the black spoiler here in the rear, here also done with carbon fiber. This is the car key, and probably you can use this as self-defense or also as weightlifting replacement, but that's the cool thing, because everything tells you, yeah, I'm not small, but I'm worthy to be the key fob of this vehicle. And the same also counts for the door handles, thick and just listen to that, just the sound when you pull them out actually. Plop. That is just so beautiful. And you've already seen here, this does have a soft close, magic. But let's also listen to the slamming sound, because that also sounds great. And have you seen that? This one even can be slammed and then still closes softly. Inside of the doors, then in your bespoke color combinations, this is also the name sound system. And yeah, one of my favorite features, always here the high floor mats. This just brings so much premium feel, and also here this brushed aluminum S entry badge. Here also with a sportier perforated steering wheel at the side, red contrast stitches, here then with this red contrast scheme here as well. The cool thing to me, why it would be my favorite Benteiga, standardly these seats would come with Alcantara inserts. They haven't put one here now, probably to tease my patience or something. What I love about all vehicles of this platform is that you kind of have this, even entry sill. So the sill is kind of at the same level than the base floor. Just here there's a level difference because of the high floor mat. It's just creates a very special feeling, and indeed super comfortable. As for the seating position, headroom here to the side with 1.86 or 6'1", no problem. Steering wheel can be adjusted here with this rather tiny metal knurled stick, So it's really rough actually. You shouldn't move your skin over it, but that, it just resonates quality. And also on the steering wheel, real buttons and also with metal knurling. I just love that. It is a modern vehicle, but still it gives you this retro quality touch. That's what I appreciate most. And here the controls for the seats, they look like an airplane cockpit by themselves, don't they? Interior overview, clean but sensual here with a swinging line, contour stitches and also these analog details. To me, this is the perfect mix. You have a modern touchscreen, your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto. At the same time, you have a manual volume knob, you have analog clock, you have real buttons at the steering wheel. To me, this is how it's supposed to be. I want modern tech, yes, but since I'm driving that vehicle, I also want real buttons to control easier while driving. What's your take on that? Digital instruments, they look quite fancy. Also reminders of Audi. And here you can also switch the view in the middle. Then you can also have the map full screen. Well, almost full screen here. In this case here, the left side stays actually. That looks funny, doesn't it? And here now the analog clock in the interior next to these, these metal valves for the air vents, which you can press in and also put out again. Infotainment system, here we can see this is then the Bentley internal map, and that looks definitely VW Group. You can see here in the Eternal City. So this is the home, but again it could be a little bit faster, so it doesn't look most modern, and also could react quicker. Definitely you can also have climate control in here, but you have these buttons, just use them. And then you have the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto here. It's good integration, and let's listen to this name sound system. Oh wow, awesome. This has such a rich and true sound. Also, sonorous bass-like, but not too much bass that it would be like, gangster style or something. This is beautiful. And my favorite Audi AC is also in here. Clicking sound, listen to that. Beautiful. And the metal knurling around. This is my favorite AC unit. Middle console is inductive charging pad. Then here, cup holders. They are also adaptive, so that's cool. Then start-stop engine. And also here you can select the driving modes. Bentley driving mode is just when I say this is how we decide how this car is supposed to drive actually. Then here also nice background, for example, for the front cubby hole. And then you can fold this up and have your connections USB-C for the cable. For the panoramic roof you have a shade that goes all the way, and then the panoramic roof here goes halfway kinda. Of course the bespoke styling is also continued here in the rear next to the sound system, and you have the very same color combination just like in the front. And the cool thing is here that you can adjust the back part more, lying back or more upright. You can also slide it forward for a little bit more trunk length, but usually you want to enjoy more legroom, and that's definitely sufficient right here. It's really comfortable. You sit upright, and to me, actually it's even more comfortable than in one of the luxury sedans. And there is a big middle tunnel, yes, but sitting in the middle part would also easily work. And headroom, this is the one with the panoramic roof. It gets close because of that, sporty silhouette, but with 1.86 or 6'1", 5 tall adults can easily be here. And your control central here, USB-C chargers. This is then the 12-volt power supply. And look at that, the cover for the 12-volt power supply. Yeah. That's the thing I love about these vehicles, actually. And you have here then another touchscreen. That's maybe more complicated than having just, normal dials, but yeah, at least it looks fancy, doesn't it? And just how you know it from sedans, you can press this button and then you can also take the whole thing out and have this iPhone maybe with you. Yeah, then you can hold it in your hand and here you can control the temperature wirelessly. And to me, the even more cool thing is the back part, because look at that. Metal knurling at the back part. Yeah, that's the stuff. opening the trunk here, pressing that the Bentley logo. It's a very cool solution. And then we have in length approximately 120 in meters or 47 inches, and the width here is about 115 or 46 inches. So actually very well usable, not too high, but here, this is high. This nice high floor cover. This is a beautiful thing. I would always enjoy every day when I have this vehicle actually. Below, there's, you know, a little bit more sound equipment and so on. And you can also fold the seats here, at least in this version here with the 5-seater. And then we have a total length of, yeah, that's, you know, exactly here, this typical 2 meters or 78 inches. So the whole ruler goes in there. And here we have the nice puddle light projected underneath the door. Here the S entry badge is, by the way, illuminated at night. And at night we have here red ambient lighting, also in the rear. In the front, mainly at the inductive charging pad and at the inside of the doors. You get the Bentayga as the 3-liter V6 plug-in hybrid or as the 6-liter W12. That's still existent, yes. But here we have the 4-liter V8, 550 horsepower, and in the S version you have an acceleration figure not of 4.5 but of 4.4 seconds. That's half a second less quick than, or less quick, could also be named slower, half a second slower than the W12. However, a little bit less of weight then, and also the suspension setup here is stiffer with this air suspension here with the Bentayga S, about 15%. Look at this, the dampening of the motor. I mean, this is so huge, it's the largest one I've ever seen. It's so soft and so thick, and it has a quilted structure like seats on the inside. Welcome to Thomas's Performance Driving Lounge with the Bentley Bentayga S. Ooh, whoa, yeah, what about that? So that's impressive. Definitely sound-wise, this 4-liter V8. All-wheel drive, of course, with the rear-wheel bias. But the road here is quite uneven. 22-inch wheels. Yeah, they get even bigger nowadays. 22-inch wheels and the stiffer ride, 15% stiffer, and also these anti-roll controls. You feel that because the car does stay upright all the time. It does not lean at all, although it is an SUV. That's of course a really cool thing on the cost of comfort and of course also on the cost of fuel economy. I did drive a lot of motorway to the way to this nice road here, and even if you have predominantly motorway, little city mix, 13 liters or more kilometers, that's even a good one. So 18 mpg US, 22 mpg UK. Yeah, that's of course what you have to swallow at the minimum scale actually. But you do get this sporty ride. It's a lot of fun, precise steering, great handling indeed. The platform itself, told you earlier, really convinced of that, no matter which car of that family you go for. It's just again when you want rather this vehicle to have like a very soft air carpet like ride, then actually you do lose it here with the S version. I would like to have the Alcantara seats now because they would keep me tighter in the corners. Of course, on the animal skin surface you slide around a little bit more, so that definitely helps with that sporty setup. So you need to want that extra, that sporty setup. From the feeling I get from the road, the thing is, however, it is more the wheels than the suspension. Because it's an air suspension, you can live somewhat with it if it's just a little bit stiffer. That would actually be okay. It is indeed about the wheels. So if you seek a Bentayga, or also you can transport that to the Iris Q8 or the Porsche Cayenne, stick with smaller wheels. You won't lose so much sportiness, but you do lose comfort here with the bigger wheels. Now just enjoy some more corners here with me. Yeah, gets quite rough. So sometimes then you ask yourself, whoa, is this still an air suspension? Yeah, it still is, but again, stiff tone. But to me, once again, these huge wheels, they look amazing, these wheels. but I think they're a little bit too big. Then maybe 20 or 21 inch would be better than for having a better overall, compromise of sportiness and comfort. Well, I do my best today to look Italian. Acceleration to the motorway. That was 60 to 130. Woo! Yeah, I mean, that's what I enjoy about Europe, or about the positive side of globalization. A German driving a British car in Italy, it sounds just lovely, right? So, beautiful evening sunlight here, close to Rome, and we can enjoy some motorway driving here and also do some more agile driving. Just few notes here to the motorway driving. 130 kilometers an hour. Noise insulation is, of course, superb, really great. And we are in the sports mode. When we go to Bentley mode, it's a little bit more silent from the engine, and also suspension goes a little bit softer. Here the comfort with the stiffer air suspension and the anti-roll control, which is also built in this car, and the 22-inch wheels here on the well-made motorway. It's actually quite okay. But in the city, you do lose comfort. You don't have this air carpet riding feeling. This is definitely the sportiest Bentehiga version out there, and you lose comfort when the road is not that even as it is right here. But you do gain definitely the sportiness. And let's discuss. I would like to know from you, is this, or a vehicle like this, a dinosaur for you and it belongs to the past? Or is it still a dream of a car and perfection in detail to you? Tell me in the comments. Well, Bentley is going electric, that's for sure already. And also they are developing animal skin alternatives for the interior. And I also think, why can't we somehow combine both, making a sustainable luxury world, having great perfection to detail, still analog things in the vehicle, things we can touch, where you get a great feedback and so on, and still can feel that the car would be alive, but at the same time use less resources and also be better to the environment. I think both is possible. Would like to know what you think.